Welcome back to Northern Ireland. The Emerald Isles' beautiful landscape of rolling hills and lush greenery is a setting unlike any other in the world. As you move into the city of Belfast, a 3-day festival of basketball has taken centre stage. It's an Empire State clash as LIU Brooklyn and Albany go toe-to-toe. Who will claim New York bragging rights and move on to the championship? Day 1 at the Belfast Classic continues.
It's one of Europe's most exciting and interesting tourist attractions, Belfast, Northern Ireland. For the second straight year, home of the Basketball Hall of Fame Belfast Classic. 8 college basketball teams have come from the U.S. to compete for a bracket championship. Today, LIU Brooklyn takes on Albany in our second semifinal. There are 2 brackets, the Samson and Goliath, named after the massive shipbuilding cranes right next door here in the Titanic Quarter of Belfast. Today, we feature the second Samson semifinal. Marist has won already today, 76-58. Over Dartmouth. Welcome back to Belfast, everyone. Dave Ryan alongside the coach, Pete Gillen. Marist, an awesome start to this tournament.
Great job defensively by Marist. They held them to 58 points. The defense won the game.
Now, let's talk about LIU Brooklyn. NCAA tournament team a year ago for Derek Kellogg. Raekwon Clark, a key reason.
Raekwon Clark is a scoring machine. He averages 22 points a game to lead the Northeast Conference. He really puts it on a deck, drives hard to the basket, but he also can knock down a 3-point shot. Very, very talented guy, averages 22 points a game. He can take over a game, Dave, at any time.
We are overseas here in Belfast, Northern Ireland. Appropriate to talk about international player for Albany. It's Cameron Healy from Australia, more than 16 points a game.
Cam Healy's a very talented shooter. He's got great range. He averaged 16 points a game, 42% from three-point land. Quick release, comes off screens, a great, great shooter.
When we come back, it's game time again in Belfast. Our second semi-bracket semifinal will tip off. LIU Brooklyn, an NCAA tournament from last year, takes on Albany, hungry for a win.
College basketball on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Sports Changes Life Foundation, raising aspirations of young people on both sides of the Atlantic through sport and education. By DiscoverNorthernIreland.com. Come and discover Northern Ireland, as we are made for sport. And by Aer Lingus, official flight provider of the Basketball Hall of Fame Belfast Classic.
Northern Ireland has 1.8 million residents, capital city, bustling and vibrant Belfast, home of the second annual Hall of Fame Basketball Belfast Classic. Lineups here. Ahmad Clark, Pete, is in for Albany. Sprained ankle, did not participate in practice we watched yesterday. He'll be a key player, of course, for the Great Danes. In this one, LIU Brooklyn featuring distributor Jay-Sean Augusto. Leads the team in assists, had 11 in a game earlier this year, a career best. Will Brown, head coach, Albany, taking over this Great Danes program, and he's taken them dancing 5 times. Last in 2014, he's won 20 or more games, 4 straight years. Longest tenured coach, 18 years. In the America East Conference, Albany trying to break a 2-game losing streak here. Derek Kellogg, second-year man. We talked about it, won the NEC tournament last year, went to the big dance in year 1. He tells us this year's team is a work in progress, a lot of developmental skill still to come for his Blackbird before conference play starts. Both leagues are tough, 1 big leads in all probability, so you've got to play well.
Exactly. It's a big building block for this game for both these teams, Dave. Once again, they want to learn how to win, build some momentum going into conference play right around the corner.
Tim Kelly, Carl Luciano, and Syracuse legend Matt Palin.
It's all about Syracuse.
One of the all-time great goaltenders in college lacrosse history is an on-court official here today in Belfast, Northern Ireland.
I think that's in your contract. You got to mention Syracuse. It's a great school. I love Syracuse, but I know it's part of your contract.
They'll jump it up at midcourt, and we're underway in game 2. Who will join Marist from the MAC in the championship game of this bracket tomorrow.
Dave, it's a game of contrasting styles. LIU wants to get up and down, play a game in the 80s and 90s. Albany wants to play a half-court game, play a game in the 60s. So who's going to control the pace of the game?
Luka for Campbell. Here's Clark with 10 to shoot. Healy. Long-range shot missed Devontae Campbell. And the rebound for LIU Brooklyn to Ty Flowers. And here come the Blackbirds.
It's a lot tougher, Dave, as you know, to speed somebody up than to slow somebody down. So the burden's on LIU to get this game up and down.
Off-ball call early. Julius Van Sowers, Richard Jr. from Amsterdam in the Netherlands. Moving there along with Julian Batts.
Moving screen's a big part of the referee's emphasis the last couple of years, Dave.
It's Van Sowers' first foul. Clark, in a practice held at a local school, sprained his ankle. And then in a practice here at the gym at SSA Arena was not able to participate yesterday, so Albany is really happy to have him back on the hardwood.
Yeah, we were there and he didn't play at all. Just worked with the trainer.
Kick out travel first, though. Adam Luca, true freshman, also from Australia, like Cam Healy. Clark looks pretty good so far.
Yeah, Albany's had a lot of Australian players, Dave, over the years. Will Brown's done a fabulous job taking the Great Danes to the tournament numerous times.
Augusto for Batts and a drive to the basket by Clark. Regains and finishes. Raekwon Clark. Stick-to-tiveness.
Ooh, big word. 1-2-1-1 zone press by LIU. They're doing that now to speed the tempo, to try to get some turnovers, to get offense from their defense.
Clark, one-man press break. Nice spin move. That ankle looks just fine, thank you. Hits a three in transition. Amon Clark.
Yep. Leading scorer, buries a three, but LIU wants that, Dave. They want a lot of possessions.
Here's Batts up top. It's a long-range shot. Julian Batts for three.
3 points for number 1, Batts.
Derek Kellogg tell us yesterday, Pete, first thing when we talked to the coach was defense, tempo. Augusto for Flowers. Long-range shot, just missed that time. And off the mark. And the rebound for Luca. He wants to really crank up the pressure and the tempo all game long.
Exactly, speed it up.
Clark at the end. Long three, rattles out.
Tempo's great for LIU. They want to go up and down, chuck and duck, heave and leave.
Augusto, Batts. Position, Clark gains and can't finish everything but go down for Raekwon Clark. Good hustle as he regains the rock in the corner and then lost it in the bounds.
He's tough in the paint, Dave. As you know, he was a walk-on in the first year at LIU.
Amazing.
And then a sophomore year got a scholarship, and now he's one of the top players in the Northeast Conference.
22.3 points a game to lead LIU Brooklyn. Preseason All-NEC pick. He is a dangerous talent for these Blackbirds. Here's Healy in transition, tries a three. That one's short. Clark. Long rebound. Van Sowers from the Netherlands. Spins, can't finish though. Kick out. Kept alive by Jay-Sean Augusto. Seattle, Washington. Too tall for Flowers. It's a turnover.
Jay-Sean Augusto's lightning quick, Dave, but he's got to be under control. That time he's a little bit out of control.
So his family's watching in Seattle. 11:10. 11:10 a.m. Good morning, Seattle.
I can't figure out that time difference, Dave, but lucky enough I know what time is here in Northern Ireland.
That's 5 hours from the Eastern time zone here in Belfast. Clark up top.
Well, we can take their time. Move the defense side to side and try to get a shot for Healy or Ahmad Clark.
Here's Clark and some contact, and he's held over the basket with 10 to shoot for the Great Danes. Sean Augusto picks up his first for LIU Brooklyn. Luca for Healy, short on three, and he lost his footing, otherwise he would have had the long offensive rebound. Flowers is run out. Return pass and a miss, and a steal. Van Sowers had it stripped. And Albany looks a little bit out of gear right now, trying to get things going offensively. Brent Hank, another Aussie to Cam Healy. Through the paint, way too strong in the runner. Rebound missed. Hank tries, third attempt. Albany is a charm, and Brent Hank's got a pair.
It was like volleyball, Dave, side to side to side, so LIU's got to get in the mud and on the glass.
Augusto, Van Sowers up top. Short on a long-range shot. Devontae Campbell, senior from Canada. Clark is fouled on the way to the basket by Julian Batts. The Derry Bridge, Northern Ireland. Great history, great culture, great scenery as well. Just underway, second Samson Bracket semifinal, Pete, here in Belfast, Northern Ireland. Let's get your keys for today.
Well, for Albany, control the tempo. They want a game, Dave, in the 50s or 60s. And ball security, take care of the basketball. Can't have a lot of turnovers because LIU is going to press them the whole game. For LIU, create turnovers, get defense, get their offense going, and points in the paint. Get in the mud, get in the glue, and score, and layups and offensive rebounds.
Lamar Clark Jr. from Bowie, Maryland, outside D.C. Will have some free throws. Was fouled by Batts just before the break. Fourth leading scorer in the America East Conference. Has one more. 3-point game against Canisius. And a 10-point road loss in Buffalo. That's the most points scored by any player in the America East this year. He's a good talent for the Great Danes. Hits 1 of 2.
18 points a game. A terrific player. I'm glad he's able to play for the Great Danes because they'd really be hindered without him.
Flowers for Batts. Raekwon Clark, very physical, trying to slash toward the basket. Augusto, too strong in a 3. And the rebound for Luca, redshirt freshman from Australia.
Right now, Albany wants to take their time. They want to anesthetize LIU. I don't know what the word means, Dave, but I know you're a great student at Syracuse.
I got that.
Put them to sleep and take their time. LIU wants to go.
Campbell for Healy. Good hedge defense by Clark. 10 to shoot here for Albany. Campbell toward the basket. A whistle and a travel first. Turned over by Devontae Campbell.
Foul on number 12, Campbell.
Turnover numbers, bottom of your screen early on here in Belfast. Clark, kick out. Van Sowers hits, it's a 3. Julius Van Sowers. Seventh 3 made of the year, player from the Netherlands. Clark, good feed down low. Missed though from Hank, but a nice follow from Adam Luca. Augusto. He'll drive to the basket off the side of the rim, foul by Campbell. The side of the backboard there, and Campbell picks up his first.
Nice kick it in, kick it out. Van Sowers from way downtown. Good offense. Two big guys working together. Raekwon Clark. Nice pass out. Julius Van Sowers from the Netherlands. These are big free throws, Dave, because if you can make the second one now to get into their pressure and hopefully get some turnovers if you're an LIU fan.
That's what Coach Kellogg wants to do all the time. All pen in for the first time for LIU Brooklyn. Kendall Lauderdale from Fullerton, California makes an appearance for the Great Danes. Augusto hits a couple.
Here comes the press. 1-2-1-1. Means one guy in the ball. They're trying to play the lanes and they're trying to get a couple of traps. You get some steals. Nobody's not used to playing against quick athletic pressure.
Rayshawn Miller in Pete for the first time. Senior from Boston. Went to Boston Latin High School. Alma mater of?
Patrick Ewing.
Patrick Ewing, you got it.
It took me a while. In another country, Dave. I'm not as sharp as I used to be.
Lauderdale. Here's Clark. Whoa, from Healy. Nifty dribbling, and he's fouling away to the basket. Ahmad Clark. Shifty and quick.
Yep. Nice crossover. Ooh, quick draw. Nice cross. Attacking the basket. He's tough. Yep. With the body, he was.
Ty Flowers picked up his first foul, and Clark's got one more free throw.
Yeah, Ty Flowers, a talented young man, came to LIU from UMass. Followed Derek Kellogg from UMass. Very good player, left-handed, very good player for LIU.
Raul Frias into the game first time for the Blackbirds. 2 free throws for Clark. Here's Augusto. Great ball handler. And foul on the perimeter on the way to the basket.
Lightning quick. Nice stop and go dribble. Very fast. Got to be under control.
Miller off the Great Dane bench quickly picks up a foul. Rayshon's appearances, national TVs on talk shows, dribbling clinics. He's a huge star. Check him out on YouTube. It's amazing.
Yep.
Flowers outside the arc. Tries from 17. Front iron miss. Frias way up high. And a tie up. That's a really nice effort on the offensive rebound try by Raul Frias.
A good guy coming off the bench, Dave. Excellent three-point shooter from Miami, Florida. 6'1" senior.
Derek Kellogg likes effort guys.
Yep. He was a terrific player, UMass. Played for John Calipari. A wonderful job.
Frias earned some free throws. Some valuable playing time right off the bench. Didn't waste any time, the senior from Miami. Bob Clark's first foul for Albany. Frias to the free throw line. Loss for LIU Brooklyn against NJIT on Saturday. Also against Milwaukee. They lost 3 straight games after a 3-0 start. One more for Frias. And Coach Kellogg said, we've just been handing teams games. We spoke to him yesterday at the practice here. All 8 teams were here. That's something they've got to try to avoid. And in an event like this, you play 2 games, you can do that.
Yep, no question. It's a learning experience. I saw a game against Milwaukee on the road. They're winning the whole game, Dave. A little bit like Maris. Squandered a couple of games on the road, and so it's a big game for them. And back to the NCAA tournament last year, as you know. They want to get back again. They get a chance to pick 3rd preseason.
Pressure pays off. Clark can't find a turnover.
Exactly. Good job with the pressure. Cam Haley with the turnover.
Campbell is back in for Albany here.
Ball to Clark, your big guy.
Right on cue, Pete Gillen. Coach that inbounds play pretty well, didn't you? Clark short from 17. And Clark has a rebound. He'll run the other way and try to finish. And cannot.
He's lightning quick also, Dave. He's tough to handle. We're going to see these teams tomorrow that we saw before. Maris and Dartmouth and Albany and LIU. Winners play winners, losers play losers. On CBS Sports Network.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yep.
And we see the other bracket consolation and championship game on Saturday.
Yep.
Wrap up our 6 games in 3 days here on CBS Sports Network. Clark's got one more free throw coming. Fouls on Frias' first a moment ago.
It'd be great to see Buffalo, ranked 21st in the country, play here over in Ireland. Went to the NCAA tournament last year, beat Arizona by 21.
Wow.
Most of the guys are back, everybody but Wes Clark, one of their talented guards. So they're the real deal, Dave, as you know. Buffalo.
The American Conference tourney champs last year in Cleveland. En route to that big win over Arizona. Flowers to Frias in the paint and floats and hits. Raul Frias has been outstanding off the Blackbird bench here.
Averaged 8 points a game, a lot of energy, can really shoot the ball. That time he moved without very well.
Pressure made basket. Ahmad Clark is on the run. Passes off to D'Souza. Miller spins. Turns it over.
Well, he does a good job sharing the basketball. Ty Flowers backs his man in. 2 guys come on him. Nice cut by Frias. Little floater in the lane. Good unselfishness that time by LIU.
The College of New Rochelle, a D3 team, beat Brown and Fairfield and lost to San Francisco, Milwaukee, and NJIT. Clark trying to find a handle, tapped out of bounds, and 15 to shoot for the Blackbirds. So it's been an up and down start. And we spoke to Derek Kellogg yesterday. He said that's what I expected pretty much.
Yep.
It's early.
It's early, yeah. We lost some guys from last year's NCAA tournament team. Derek's a terrific coach and a class guy, so I think he's going to continue to build this program.
Frias too strong this time. Flowers trying to keep it alive with the offensive glass. Raekwon Clark kick out. Frias thought about a 3. Augusto a fake. He's quick and he's bumped. Campbell. That's 2 on Devontae Campbell. Team's third leading scorer and top rebounder. So Will Brown's gonna have to watch that closely for Albany. Free us out the inbound play. Wow, kick out. Rainbow kick out pass. Ray shot Augusto can't click from 3. And Clark on the move for Albany. Campbell through traffic, blocked away. Errol Penn came over and said no.
There they come. Albany's on the run, going to the cup. Clark has it. He goes to the hoop, drops it inside. No! Errol Penn, none of my watch in Northern Ireland.
You know, my 8-year-old Jasper would love this. It's the floss dance.
I like
Can
that.
you floss?
No, I have no rhythm. No rhythm at all.
14-12. LIU Brooklyn will lead early. Tonight at 8 Eastern, East Mississippi takes on Garden City of Kansas in the NCAA Football Championship. Top 2 JUCO squads battling out for the national title only on CBS Sports Network. A lot of school groups are here, and yes, they are flossing here at SSE Arena. Let's talk about Albany's top dog. Will Brown done a great job, hasn't he?
Tremendous coach, 18th season. He's taken to the Great Dane to the tournament 5 times, 284 wins. Excellent coach offensively, running execution at half court. 5 NCAA tournament appearances, 5 conference titles in the American East, and he's done a wonderful job. We saw him yesterday at practice, very impressed with him, and 20 wins plus the last 4 seasons, Dave. So he's a terrific coach. He's one of those guys that got me out of the business. Going against guys like that, he's a terrific coach.
Hands full here with LIU Brooklyn from the NEC. First half from Belfast, Northern Ireland, as Clark has the handle. Up top, watched by Augusto. Ahmad Clark. D'Souza. Luka for Clark. With 5 to shoot. Hangs, can't hit. And the loose change comes to Penn, who's been effective defensively for LIU Brooklyn. Here's Batts. And Clark lost the turnover.
That's the 4th turnover for LIU. We got to take better care of the basketball. And they average 13 turnovers a game. Is Derek Kellogg, terrific point guard at UMass.
Oh, he was a great player.
Great player. Marcus Camby, some great players at UMass to John Calipari.
And it was tough for Coach Kellogg to see his tenure end at UMass, for sure, being an alum. But just didn't work out long-term there for him in the A-10s. Really tough league. Clark Hanks can't hit back iron, but will shoot 2 free throws for Albany. But he likes the fit at LIU Brooklyn. He's living in Manhattan.
It's pretty good.
It's good life.
Life loves Manhattan, too, and a lot of stores there to help shop. So it's a great place in Brooklyn, so I love New York City.
Augusto's second there. Pete, here's Clark back to the free throw line. He's been busy.
He's a nightmare. It's tough to handle. Ahmad Clark, leading scorer for the Great Danes.
Already has 9, 6 or 7 from the free throw line for Ahmad Clark, a junior from Bowie, Maryland. 20-plus points in 4 of the first 6 games for the Great Danes, and he's on his way here in Belfast.
Yep. LIU's got to find an answer for him, Dave. He averages 18 a game now. He's even doing more, as you mentioned, last few games.
Julian Badford Frias. Clark trying to heat up. He'll spin. Hang can't hit. Good defense. Sasha French, the redshirt sophomore out of Napa, California, getting some court time here for Albany.
He's taking their time. No rush. Put LIU to sleep.
Healy's a real threat. High-low play and an easy lay-in for Adam Luka, second field goal.
Great pass by Healy. The 2 defenders came on the dribble, and he passed it inside to Luka.
Aussie to Aussie. International flavor for the Albany roster. Again this year for Will Brown. Penn, wild-looking shot. French had really good defensive position there, and Errol Penn had no chance. Maybe rush that one. Malachi D'Souza, freshman for Albany. Beacon, New York, Mid-Hudson Valley. Off-ball foul call against Albany.
Healy's mainly a shooter, but he drives. The defense converges around. 3 guys around him. Nice pass inside to Luca. Excellent execution by the Great Danes. Here he comes in again. Another angle by a crack through. Camera. Nice finish. Healy's a very smart player. Besides being an excellent shooter, very smart. Great IQ for the game.
Foul coach, the off-ball eagle screen on Sasha French of Albany. Here come the Blackbirds in a 2-point game. Shaheem Hicks into the game, first time for LIU Brooklyn. Bats floats and hits. Nice looking move by Julian Bats.
Nice move. Get into their press now. 1-2-1-1. Turn them over. Get some reserves in there now for the Great Danes.
Reese Brooks, junior guard, Brampton, Ontario, first appearance. Good hustle by Hicks of LIU Brooklyn.
Nice floater in the lane by Bats. Nice finish.
Healy outside the arc. Pulls up, that's a long 3, top of the key. Misfires. And Flowers the rebound for the Blackbirds. Flowers to spin, top of the key. Needs some help. Bailout, Frias. 15 to shoot. Bats will calm down the half-court offense here.
Not a one-on-one by LIU players.
Long 3, Julian Bats. Short this time. French defensive glass for Albany. That's a bomb.
No question. I'd get Raekwon Clark back in the game now. If I'm LIU, best player, get him going. We've got 2 fouls, but I'm back in the game.
Second on Bats, coach. Correct. Each team using a lot of bench here. We saw that the first game as well with Dartmouth and Marist. I mean, a long flight overseas. Most teams either flew in Sunday or Monday. Some had a lot of travel trouble with delayed flights, bad weather here in the United Kingdom. A couple teams got stuck in London for a long time, so trying to get the kinks out, get a lot of guys in the court. I think it's important for each coach.
Especially the first game, get them going. A lot of these coaches still finding about their players. It's the best group working together. You know, who can do different things. This is a guy, Cam Healy, terrific player.
Redshirt freshman, Sydney, Australia. A couple of free throws. Team's second leading scorer and tops in 3-pointers made. Frias, a traveling call.
Would he get hit on the way in?
He agrees with you. He sure thought so. Derek Kellogg thought so. Traveling call, and it's back to the Great Danes.
1-2-1-1 zone press here by LIU, trying to get some turnovers. Here we go.
Brooks lost the handle. Flowers has the rock. Frias, too strong. And the rebound pulled down by Adam Luca.
That's what they want, Dave. The defense. Frias, good shooter. They got a good look. Just couldn't knock it in.
Brooks the drive. French can't finish with a hammer on the baseline. It's out of bounds. Tough one there for Sasha French. Big man for Albany.
Right now, LIU's perimeter, Dave, is getting beaten. The big guys got to help on the drive, and they're dumping it off for easy shots for the Great Danes big guys.
French a transfer, University of San Francisco, a team that's also here in Belfast. They'll play tomorrow morning in their bracket semifinals. We'll see them Saturday. Good play down low for Flowers at a finish. Ty Flowers' first bucket.
Nice high-low by LIU. Back into their 1-2-1-1 zone press. Great Danes don't like this, Dave. They don't like this at all. Not used to it.
Here's Brooks. 3 rattles out Flowers' defensive glass.
That's the shot that LIU wants, Dave. Up and down, possessions, athleticism.
Kick out Van Sowers. That's way short. Thud on a jumper from long range. Reese Brooks across the timeline for Albany, turns it right back over. And taken back by the Blackbirds. Frias has really had a good first half for Derek Kellogg.
Look inside, try to get the ball inside. Raekwon Clark, my best player.
Yep, Van Sowers, nice drive to the basket, but no finish for LIU Brooklyn. Brooks runs the show. Healy is bumped by Hicks. You ready? You, my brown-eyed girl. We used to sing. Van Morrison from Bloomfield, Belfast, Northern Ireland, native son, one of the great all-time singers. 18-18 game. Close game, second Samson bracket semifinal here in Belfast, Northern Ireland, coming up on AT&T at the half. A special four-sides look at UMBC's historic 16th seed upset win over the #1 seed Virginia in last year's NCAA tournament. Plus, we'll interview John, the head coach of Marist College. They won their first game over Dartmouth in the Samson bracket. LIU Brooklyn beat last year NEC tourney champ run to the big dance. Beat St. Francis of Brooklyn. FDU and Wagner en route to making the tournament.
Did a great job. Came in third during the regular season. Played great in the tournament. Went on the road. Beat Wagner. It's a terrific win for the Blackbirds. And Derek Kellogg did a fabulous job. First year going to the big dance. He's on a roll right now. He loves New York City. Loves LIU. Tremendous support for the program. So he's going to do a wonderful job there.
7th appearance, school history for LIU Brooklyn in the NCAA tournament. As the 4th seed, the Blackbirds all the way through the championship game, beating Wagner, the top seed, as we saw, en route to the tourney. Nothing quite like making that big dance. Pete, you've been there. Yeah. It's pretty special.
I was lucky. I was there 9 times. Wow. Xavier 7, once with Providence. We got to the Elite 8, and once with Virginia. And it was a great experience. Nothing like it, Dave.
Cam Healy, out of Australia, fell before the break. Lots of youngsters here. Some school groups have come out. You saw that floss dance going on. Having a lot of fun. And this dancing group has come out several times here at SSC Arena. Young kids just having a blast.
Having a lot of fun. We're having a blast. I mean, Christmas market was unbelievable today. We were over there. You went into a museum, and I walked around, shopped a little bit. And you did a little shopping, and we went to the Ulster Hall. We saw that, which was great. Music hall. Brahms and some great composers and musicians played there throughout Europe. And how about the Titanic Museum, Dave? How good was that last year?
World class.
It's the top tourist attraction in the world. And the world's a big place, Dave. You know what I mean? It's the top. So I love it here. I mean, you enjoy it too as a gentleman from Irish heritage.
Absolutely. David Patrick Wright.
God bless you.
Clark traveling call. Raekwon Clark, Pete, has not gotten on track yet. Just 2 points so far.
He's got to get the ball more. His guard's got to look for him more, and he's got to work harder to get it.
Luka is off the foot of Raekwon Clark. 20 to shoot here on the board for the Great Danes.
Both of these teams are struggling offensively, Dave. Making some bad decisions, but whoever wins is like the Mona Lisa. You know what I mean? It's a great win. Getting to the finals and playing Marist in the championship game in their bracket.
That's an off-ball foul there, the inbounds play.
Foul, Hicks, number 5.
Shaheem Hicks picks it up. 2 for Hicks off the LIU Brooklyn bench. 1-1 here for Healy. Gusto is back in for LIU Brooklyn, and 1 more for Cam Healy. Double figures in every game for Cameron Healy so far this year. 6 for 6, 20+ points twice. It's a youngster for Coach Brown. He's really looking forward to having 4 years in Albany.
Exactly. Redshirt freshman, as you mentioned before, so sometimes redshirt really helps you. A lot of young men, young women don't want to be redshirted. They want to play right away, but sometimes you're looking for longevity, the big picture.
Clark trying to get going here. Had that strip, really good defense by Adam Luka. Got a piece of it and altered the shot from Raekwon Clark. Great Danes by 4 and the ball. Healy. Luka. He can't connect this time. Too fast for Adam Luka.
Yeah, Luka wasn't ready for the pass. It was a good pass. Will Brown, like he smelled some bad cheese after that turnover.
Gusto for Van Sowers. Flowers, little backdoor cut. Really tough, low percentage shot though. Runner off the glass, can't connect. Now Clark's got it. He'll step back for 3. Rattles out. Albany's Clark the rebound. He thought about a deep 3, didn't he?
Yep.
Doesn't quite pull the trigger. Pass down low. Offensive foul call, Brent Hank. Raekwon Clark might not be scoring, Coach, but he does draw a nice charge there.
Here we go. Pass. Back call. Yep. Good call. It's a tough one. He's outside of the restraining line, Dave, so good call. A block charge is still the toughest call in the game. It happens like this. It's a tough call. You go inside. If I'm Ty Flowers, Dave, Cam Haley, 6'1" against 6'8".
Frias for Augusto. Van Sowers. Jay-Sean Augusto under 10 to shoot. Kick out, Van Sowers up top. That's way off. Long rebound for Hank. And here comes Albany again. Shooting woes continue here. Clark pulls up, transition three. That's way short. Each team just can't get going. And Aguirre offensively. Nice gather and finish for Raekwon Clark, his second field goal.
LIU's only shooting 30% from three-point land, Dave, coming into the game, so you can't live and die with threes. You can make some, but they attack the basket more.
Healy. And traveling call. First on Adam Luka. A little too eager.
Pushing ahead, nice pass. Raekwon Clark running the court. That'll get him going, Dave. Now maybe he can make some of those perimeter shots.
It's a close game, Pete, but these teams are not shooting well.
No.
Albany 4-17, 24%. LIU Brooklyn 7 of 27, 26%.
Defense is solid, but it's more missing some easy shots and not taking good shots.
Augusto. Foul line extended for Frias. Overplay steal, Clark, and he's fouled.
You let that go, right? When you have the advantage, you let that basket go. Goes. Nice defense by Ahmad Clark. Yeah, I think you gotta let that go. Once again, Tim Healy's a terrific official, but when you have that advantage, let him go. 2 points they had, maybe he'll make them on the free throw line.
Clark, double figures again for Albany. Game high 23 points against Milwaukee Friday. No loss for Albany. 2-4 entering play tonight. Lost to the Panthers by 9. We'll see Milwaukee in the other bracket as well here in Belfast. A lot of great teams are here. Clark gets the set. Malachi D'Souza. Freshman big man is back on the court for Albany.
LIU, Dave, I'm driving the basketball. Go to the rim.
Bats can't click. Healy. Long defensive rebound. Here comes the run out for Albany. Lauderdale regains. A lot of contact, no whistle. Volleyball around. Cam Healy, good hustle. Recovers in the corner. It's out of bounds. Albany keeps it. Close game for Belfast. Each team trying to get going in terms of shooting percentage. Timeout.
Here we are in front of the Titanic Museum. Over in Albany. The whole world. 882 feet high. Same size as the actual ship. Dave, Brian and I went on a tour last year for 2 hours. It's unbelievable. It felt like you're part of actually building a ship. It's a must-see when you come to Belfast. Fabulous.
The camera work was outstanding. It was very windy, though.
Unbelievable wind. I couldn't get a word in. The wind was kicking my butt.
And we got some souvenirs. Michael Frank, our fine director. We got the luggage tag here. This is a good one. Golf balls as well.
Oh.
He's an outstanding golfer.
Yes.
And how about the miniature ship?
I love this. I like to keep some, but he's going to muscle me. I can't keep it. But it's a great visit. The Titanic Museum, the top tourist attraction in the whole world. So
it's right across the street here in the Titanic Quarter in Belfast. SSC Arena's right next to it, so it's a pretty cool.
Tremendous. We were
sight to take in.
Yep. 2 hours last year. It was fabulous. We loved it. Day of the game, Dave, and we never do that. It was.
I made you go game day.
You made me go.
Because you're usually prepping hard.
Yep.
Healy in some trouble. Good pressure defense. So glad to have the Gillen gone wild now.
Yeah, I look bad. I look bad in person, but I look worse there. hit with a fungo bat when I was 3.
It was your first take, too.
I don't know about that, but wind just blew us up, but it was fun. And the Titanic Museum is awesome. How about Aer Lingus sponsoring this whole tournament, Dave? You know, the hockey team's coming, as you know, for a while, but Aer Lingus has been great to us. And all the flights are sold out going back home. You know, to New York on Sunday.
De Sousa to the basket. Flowers alters a shot. Lauderdale regains and finishes. Kendall Lauderdale, junior from Fullerton, California, has his first bucket.
Referees are letting a lot go, which is an advantage for Albany because they're a little more size, a little more physical. They'll use more finesse and quickness.
Clark 4 points, 2 of 7 shooting. Flowers here, tries to convert, cannot. Ural Penn looking to find that rebound over Lauderdale. Here comes Rayshawn Miller. Albany trying to separate itself a little bit. Long range shot off the glass. And in for Luka. What time is it, Pete?
Dave, it's 10-8. The banks are open in Northern Ireland and Belfast. Make your deposit, get some interest. Luka, we love that 3.
Albany by 8 here, and moments ago, Adam Luka, his 3rd 3 of the year. This one, coach, off the glass.
He banked it in. In New York City, you got to call that. It doesn't count, but in Ireland, we'll take it. Luka's a very good player. Heck of a shot from way downtown. A little bit of a gap now. A little zone. I like it by Albany. Will Brown's a fabulous coach. They're doing that now because of the quickness of LIU, and they're in the foul situation now with 6 fouls. So a little bit of a 1-3-1 zone. See if LIU now can shoot their way out of it.
Ty Flowers too strong on a 3.
Yep. That zone takes away the interior, especially with Raekwon Clark, fabulous inside scorer. So good adjustment that time by Will Brown from Albany.
Lauderdale up top. Luka, post up on Ural Penn. Gets a roll with the left. Didn't need a glass there.
Nope, did not need it. Go back to man-to-man. Played zone 1 possession. Trying to get LIU to be thinking a little bit. Man.
Clark, an extra step. He staggers and travels. And Raekwon Clark, the leading scorer for LIU Brooklyn, really struggling in the first half.
Getting bumped a little, Dave, on the drive. So they're calling. The referees are doing a good job, but they're letting a lot go. Favors Albany because they're physical and thick, especially on the front line.
Arias and Hicks are back in for LIU Brooklyn.
Full court man-to-man defense.
Clark, so quick. Try to find Lauderdale. Good recovery defense transition by the Blackbirds. Flowers thought about a 3. That pass too tall for Clark. Throws off the rhythm. And the other Clark with a steal and a lay-in. Come on, Clark has 13.
That time, Raekwon nonchalanted a little bit. And great hustle that time by Ahmad Clark. And big hoop.
He was the better Clark there.
Yeah, he was Clark Kent there. Very good.
Flowers, position, but no finish with the left. And Clark the rebound for Albany.
Can't buy a shot. Just a lot of those shots in the lane, which are not easy shots, but you got to make them.
Blackbird shooting 14% Pete first half. Clark drive, Flowers says no. With a swat, and Raekwon Clark is fouled by Luka.
Ball gets deflected here. Raekwon goes nonchalant. Ahmad Clark hustles. It's a big hoop for the Great Danes. Can't go after something half-heartedly, Dave. Great hustle by Ahmad Clark.
1-1 here for LIU Brooklyn. Foul on Luka, his first, Pete, for Albany. Here's Clark, senior from Miami. Gets a roll and finally his 5th point of the game. Entered play with 936 career points. Next, the 36th in program history to go over 1,000 career points. Great season, not a great game so far for Clark, but a long way to go.
Long way to go. Again, the tempo's in Albany's favor, and they're taking good care of the ball. LIU's just not finishing. Change their press, 1-2-1-1. One guy on the ball trying to trap the first pass.
Less than a minute left first half. 14-4 run. Great Danes on the move. Healing for Clark. A three on the move is way off the mark this time. Rebound for Hicks.
The shot that LIU wants. Try to get out in the open court.
Hicks trouble with the handle. In the hands of their best player, Raekwon Clark, against the mark. Clark fouled on the way to the basket.
Foul on number 2, Clark from Albany.
Will Brown didn't like that call. What's going on? They didn't like it.
23, Clark will shoot for 2.
Ahmad Clark, Pete, picked up his second. That's a big foul. And Raekwon Clark to the free throw line. Has another. As a freshman, he played one game. Former walk-on, Pete, you talked about. Now preseason all-NEC pick.
Come a long way, a lot of hard work. In the weight room, in the gym by himself, working on his game.
Now the pressure. Blackbirds would love a turnover. Luka. Lauderdale travels one extra step. The Gris go up and dunk that, Pete.
Yep, no question.
Jam it.
That's 2 in a row, Dave. 2 turnovers. Brown didn't like it. What's going on? So just dunk it, take it to the basket. Don't get cute, he said. Big possession now for LIU.
Shot clock turned off here, Coach.
Yep.
Final 20 ticks of our first half from Belfast, Northern Ireland, our second bracket semifinal.
Raekwon Clark's going to try to go one-on-one to drive the basketball by Luka. That's what he's going to try to do.
5 seconds. Clark. 2 seconds. Clark launches. Front iron miss. And that does it for the opening half. In this one for Albany. End of the first half. AT&T the half is coming our way right after the break. You're watching the Basketball Hall of Fame Belfast Classic on CBS Sports Network. Cliffs of Daring. Scenic Northern Ireland. College basketball back again. Second straight year from 4 teams to 8. This is the second Samson bracket semifinal. Albany, LIU, Brooklyn. Pete, let's recap half number 1.
Well, LIU did not shoot the ball very well, Dave. 22%, but credit the Albany defense. Get in there, just can't finish. You're in the lane, the ball just rolling off. Ty Flowers with a turnaround shot that he can make. Couldn't do it. Then Luka took over the second half. Second part of the first half, nice jump hook in the lane. And then he saw the banks are open. Northern Ireland will take it. So we see now neither team shot the ball very well. 32% for Albany, 22 for LIU. But Albany got to the free throw line, 14-16. That's a difference. Too many turnovers for Albany, 13-9, and LIU Brooklyn missed 11 of their last 12 field goal attempts. So wow, they're much better than that, Dave. We'll see what happens. 40 minutes is a long, game, and Derek Kellogg's an outstanding coach, so I'm sure they're going to play much better in the second half.
Ready for half number 2. Dave Ryan with the coach, Pete Gillen, former head coach at Xavier, Providence, and Virginia. 9 times the Big Dance, Pete. These teams would like to get there in March. They're building now in November.
Yep.
Jack Sowers trying to go high-low. It's picked. Good play, Devontae Campbell. But it's taken back by Raekwon Clark. Sloppy play early in our second half. Clark to take and a 2. A bucket for Clark.
Big hoop for the best player for LIU. The 1-2-1-1 zone press.
Oh, pressure there. Luka near body slam on Clark. Other end. Healy hits in transition. Clark right back up court and an easy 2. He storms out of the halftime locker room with 2 early field goals.
That's right. He's got to be the leader, but he's got to get some help.
Healy other end. Back-to-back jacks, Cam Healy. First a 2, step back, then a 3. He's got his first triple of the game.
He shoots 42% from three-point land, Dave. Terrific three-point shooter. Can't leave him alone if you're the Blackbirds.
Good start for each team after that frigid cold. shooting from both squads in the opening 20. Van Sowers kicks out. Augusto hits.
Get it there, press now. 1-2-1-1 zone press, trying to get some turnovers. Here we go.
Augusto trying to find a handle. Baseline does, beyond the reach of Clark.
First half, they had 13 turnovers by Albany, but they only got 7 points off those turnovers, Dave. So LIU's got to convert when they get that turnover.
Clark. Foul call. Clark and Healy tangled up. And Cam Healy is called for the block.
I like the pace of the game for LIU. Albany's not panicking. They're taking good shots. Both these teams are well coached.
Cameron Healy's first foul for Albany. Flowers, inbound play. Converts. A 2-point jumper for Ty Flowers.
He's a terrific player, Dave. Transfer from UMass, you mentioned before. He's got to get going.
Clark other end. The righty reverse scoop to the hoop off the glass for Ahmad Clark. Difficult angle and the spin to bank it home. That was sweet. Augusto. Here's Clark. He hits. And everybody's making shots now to begin the second half.
Both these teams think defense is a town in South Africa. It's no way.
Healy, can he keep it up? Not this time. Can't click, long range three. Kept alive. Really good effort by Luca. Now he plays to Brent Hank. Healy tries again and hits a three. It is raining threes here in Belfast.
Yep. Shootout at the OK Corral.
Augusto trying to keep it going. Does on the other end for the Blackbirds.
Like the tempo for LIU.
Some contact, attempted steal. Augusto and Van Sowers are there, and that foul on Julius Van Sowers.
Can't leave Cam Healy alone in transition, but we got an answer. They push it ahead. LIU, they're way up. Augusto ties his man up. Splash. Dueling threes, Dave. Both these teams were cold the first half. They're red hot early in the second half.
10 for 11 shooting for each team overall. And they're 5 of 6 from 3 to begin the second half, Pete. How about that?
Amazing.
Healy. Here's Clark to the basket. Hangs, hits, and one. Ahmad Clark, chance for a three-point play.
Nice move. Penetration, shake. Ahmad Clark goes in. I love that call because a lot of times, Dave, referees, when the guy's defense jumps up and puts his hands up, even if he hits him, they don't call it. It's like a bailout. Good call by Tim Healy.
Van Sowers, coach, and Clark cannot convert. A rebound, though, for Hank, and the stick back for Brent Hank. No lazy rebounding there for LIU Brooklyn, and Hank storms in and converts.
Yeah, that can't happen for LIU. Little 1-3-1 zone. They're doing that to slow the tempo down, to keep them out of the paint, because LIU's been really getting to the paint, getting to the lane, and scoring. So LIU's not a great three-point shooting team usually.
Can Flowers keep it going? You better believe it's a long-range three for Ty Flowers. And it's a sizzling shooting exposition here to begin the second half. I mean, this is something. And a foul call. That's on Campbell with the reach-around hook, trying to get around defenders on the press.
Top of the key, Ty Flowers from way downtown, Dave. Boom.
That was deep.
No, he's a terrific player. Can really score.
Shoots 43% from three.
Yeah.
6'8". Transfers we talked about from UMass. Sean Miller has returned for Albany. I mean, the second half shooting numbers, Pete, unbelievable.
Yeah, tremendous.
86% for Albany. LIU Brooklyn 100%. They're 7 for 7 in the second half. These teams are combining 6 of 7 from three after the break. We've got a timeout.
First half, LIU was 2 for 15 from three-point land, 13%. So,
what do the coaches say, Pete?
They said, hey, keep taking a shot, just be aggressive. First 1 or 2 went in, the confidence zoomed.
All right, we're trying to find out what the official timeout is for here, and we saw that foul on Campbell.
Sort out the foul. Who committed it?
Luciano, Tim Kelly, and Matt Palom are on court officiating crew here today. Belfast, Northern Ireland. There's we talked with John Dunn a moment ago at halftime. Advancing with a win over Dartmouth. 4 other teams play tomorrow. We'll see the Goliath Sampson consolation and championship on Saturday.
Yep, that'll be fun. We'll see Buffalo, one of the games, San Francisco, Stephen F. Austin, the perfect team in Milwaukee. So that's going to be fun on Saturday on CBS Sports Network when those teams collide.
I can't wait to watch Buffalo play.
Yep.
Saw them a lot on CBS Sports Network last year.
Right.
In their MAC championship run. Still trying to find out what the officials are looking at here. Checking the video review. That call we saw a moment ago from Campbell. We'll get a clarification when they come over. All right, let's take a look, Pete. Apparently by the foul shot. Now let's watch the box out here. Was there any kind of...
Oh, you were looking underneath?
We have clarification from the officials and just the basketball play.
Just the basketball play.
Nothing illegal after the video review, so the Blackbirds inbounded here. Down by 5. Now we'll see if that official timeout will cool off these hot hands.
Yeah, might.
Blackbirds haven't missed a shot in the second half yet. 7 for 7 to begin the second 20 here. Clark up top.
First half, they only shot 22%.
Van Sowers has the first miss, and a foul call. Looks like Healy's over the back.
I mentioned before, 2 for 15 from three-point land. The first half, 13% on fire now, early in the second half.
2 fouls, Cameron Healy, coach. Sean Augusto coming off a career best 25.6 assists, 5 boards against Milwaukee. Inbounds play, Clark has been red hot to start the second half. Whoa, it's a high kick out pass. Van Sowers climbs the ladder, has it in the corner. A long shot from Flowers. Another 3. It's his second triple of the second half. Clark other end pulls up and gets a roll and keeps this hot shooting moving both sides. Barely can miss a shot. Clark drives with a left. He's got a finish on the other end for the Blackbirds. This is incredible. Clark kicks out. Healy can hit another one. You better believe it. Cam Healy does it. It's a 3-ball.
Yep, it's okay. LIU wants this pace.
Schoolyard basketball here, Pete, and no one is missing a shot. Augusto tries. Not this time. Incredible. Good hustle, Clark, and a whistle, and things get physical.
There we go, way downtown, packing the basket. Raekwon Clark going to the cup in transition, nice finish. But we got an answer for the Great Danes. Healy from way downtown, right near Australia, got it.
Albany shooting 89%, LIU Brooklyn shooting 82% second half, and combined 8 of 11 from 3. Wow, shooting the lights out. They'll do that as well coming up. More college basketball coming your way. Road to the Final Four continues tomorrow, 7 Eastern. 25th ranked Mississippi State of the SEC takes on Dayton from the Atlantic 10, only on CBS Sports Network.
LIU struggled first half, Dave, but second half they've been on fire. Kick it in, kick it out. 5 for 7 from three-point land second half in transition. They're scoring 71% from 3. Way downtown, Ty Flowers, catch and shoot, buried it. LIU's been on fire. Derek Kellogg, I like to have been on the wall of that halftime speech. How about that? 7 for 32, first half, 9 for 11, second half, 5 for 7 from 3. We got to crack through in the back with the graphics.
Will the hot shooting continue is the question. Something's got to give, right, Pete?
Exactly. I like this matchup. Ty Flowers Clark is lightning quick, Dave. I don't know.
Steal. Here's Clark. He kicks it up. Long range three. Well off the mark there. Rayshon Miller taken back by Clark. Passing instead of shooting to French. And it's out of bounds off of Sasha French. And back to the Blackbirds.
It's the way LIU plays every game, up and down. Great job, but they're falling into the trap right now of LIU's pace.
Blackbirds score 82 points a game. They like this, Pete. Yeah, you're right.
And they're quick, they're smaller, they're athletic. That's their game. Penetration.
Augusto, really tough shots. Floating lefty for Jayshon Augusto. Double figures for him tonight.
He's lightning quick.
We say tonight because it's 8:30 in Belfast, Northern Ireland.
Right.
3:30.
3:30 back east.
So, good afternoon to you. Here's Clark. 10 to shoot. Healy, 8 to shoot. Through traffic. French, lefty, baseline jumper for Sasha French. Redshirt sophomore has got his first two.
Nice pass by Cam Healy. The defense came to him. He kicked it out. French is wide open.
Bats. Back iron miss. Flowers, long offensive rebound. Clark thought about hoisting immediately and will try a three. And hit a three. And looks to Coach Kellogg and says, yeah, I'm going to keep this going.
Yep. They don't want any timeouts, Dave. Just keep going, keep playing.
He's got 21 points. Ahmad Clark has 19 points. Turning it on in the second half. That pass, grabbed by Miller. Healy, another three. Cam Healy keeps it going for Albany. He's got 20 in this game and 4 threes, all in the second half.
Talked about him in the open, Dave. Great range, tremendous form, quick release. 16 points a game, fabulous three-point shooter.
4 for 4. Healy, second half from three. Clark steps back, front iron miss this time. Bats trying to keep it alive. Ahmad Clark has it. Contact. No whistle. Numbers. Albany. Layup is put in by Anamuka. Albany can run and gun too. Why not? He's got 11. And a holding foul. Luka trying to contain Raekwon. Clark has nothing.
Raekwon Clark can do it inside as well as outside. Knocked it down, but this guy, best shooter since Annie Oakley, Cam Healy from way downtown. Quick range, goes raised straight up. Red shirt freshman from Australia.
42% from three. Career best 22 against Holy Cross in that tough 4-point overtime loss for Albany. Great Dane's only 2 and 4 for Will Brown, but as he told us yesterday, look, we're still kind of recovering. A couple of big transfers from last year's team. Florida State, Villanova, losses. Yeah. Top 2 scorers, All-American East players are gone. So they're trying to find their chemistry. And no coach, even early in the year, Pete, seems to be panicking. Yeah, it's a long way to go.
Exactly. It started now. It's only late November. It's early in the season, so both these coaches trying to find out the players.
Flowers back in. French, nice defensive help. And the block, Devontae Campbell. Run out. Someone's got to find Cam Healy in transition here. Almost a turnover. Campbell for Miller. Foul call off the ball. Looks like Luka.
Yep.
That's his third, Pete.
That's a big call this year, Dave. The last couple of years, moving screen, you got to be completely still. Can't move at all.
Feet shoulder width, right? Can't be too wide.
Exactly. Can't
Perfect.
move your hips,
Still
shoulders, anything.
stance. Yep. That's a good call. I agree with that. Yep. Emphasis from the officiating.
Trying to protect the player so he doesn't get hurt. Trying to defend the dribbler.
Augusto. Clark has been red hot second half. Too strong this time. Kept alive by LIU Brooklyn. Miller on the move for Healy.
Luka wants the ball. It's tough inside.
French up top. Campbell, 7 to shoot. He'll pull up. Righty runner off the mark. Stick back, the end one. Devontae Campbell's first basket of the game comes at a great time for the Great Danes.
Yep. You got to get up on the boards. Got to get in the mud, the glue. Right now, Albany wants the ball really badly. Penetration. Missed shot by Devontae Campbell. Goes up again. Nice finish for the big fella. In the lane. Dominating the paint, the glue. Bloody nose lane.
8 teams, 2 brackets, the field double, Pete, from last year all the way across the Atlantic to Belfast, Northern Ireland. This charming tourist attraction north of the Republic of Ireland. Marist championship game tomorrow, and we'll have the consolation as well. This is the Samson bracket, Samson and Goliath brackets, named after the huge construction cranes, the Titanic Quarter, and landmarks here in Belfast. The young fans are out enjoying themselves, and we really experienced so many great basketball fans here last year.
Oh yeah, great crowd last year, and Saturday night it's going to be a sellout. So very exciting, and we appreciate all that Aer Lingus does. A great sponsor. Without Aer Lingus, there would be no tournament last year and this year. So they really help with the travel and people flying home. Aer Lingus is sold out, coming back from Belfast back to the States. So we appreciate all they do for this tournament.
Campbell cannot, coach, complete the three-point play. Was fouled with a hoop and harm just before that last break. So 9-point lead for the Great Danes from the America East. LIU Brooklyn from the NEC. Raekwon Clark on Healy, the back end, blocked by French, great help. Sasha French, rejection.
There's 3 guys on him that time. You got to kick it out, Raekwon.
Healy needs some help. Gets it from Campbell. 10 to shoot. Cameron Healy, free throw line. Kick out Devontae Campbell with 5 to shoot. Pulls up, blocked. Ural Penn, another rejection. He's got a couple of swats in this game for the Blackbirds, and Clark is tripped on the way to the basket.
He's like a runaway train when he picks up momentum, transition. Physical player, leading scorer in the Northeast Conference. Excellent player.
Foul on Sousa, Pete. That is his first. And Healy takes a break. Clark returns for Will Brown.
Raekwon Clark after 22 points a game, Dave. Tough guy to stop. Former walk-on, as you mentioned before.
Inbounds play. Frias will shoot a couple. He provided a lot of energy offensively and defensively for Derek Callaghan in the first half. Raul Frias, senior guard from Miami. Last foul, Rayshawn Miller, senior from Boston, is second. And Frias, one more free throw coming up. We met a lot of the players, coaches yesterday. All 8 teams practice here at SSE Arena, and most of the kids have not been to Europe yet. So for them, this is just a tremendous experience. Tremendous
experience, Dave. And learning about the culture of Northern Ireland, learning about the Titanic Museum and the Christmas market. A lot of them went over there. So they loved it. They had a great time visiting the schools, showing the young boys and girls there.
Clark read that perfectly on the press. Here's the steal. Raekwon Clark to the basket. Blocked. Ahmad Clark. Sousa finds the rebound. Clark against Clark. Albany wins that battle.
Yep. Derek Kellogg didn't like that. He thought there was a foul. Couldn't tell from our angle here, Dave.
Weave for Clark and an offensive foul. It's going to be an off-the-ball call against Albany.
There we are in transition now, pushing it. A steal by Raekwon Clark, going to the basket. Good block, good call by Tim Healy. That was a good block, came over the top. Good camera work. We flew guys in from all over the country, all over the United States. Yep. Tim from Ireland, a great man. Great representative of Northern Ireland.
Sasha French, Pete. That's a second foul. So Luca returns. Sousa is out for the Great Danes. Which team will join Marist in the bracket championship game here tomorrow? Find out. Van Sauer's high-low play. Clark foul first, down low. Off the ball call, and it's against the Blackbirds.
Raekwon Clark getting a little too anxious, Dave. You know, he's trying hard. He's a great young player, but a little push, little chicken wing. Yep, good call. Referee's doing a good job, but a tough game to officiate. Yep, you can't run the baseline, Dave, after a turnover. Only time you can run the baseline, as you know, is after a made basket or a made free throw. That time, you got to know the rules now. I'm sure Will Brown has told him that, but the players got to listen.
Lauderdale returns here for Albany. Clark runs into his coach. Nice save. Lauderdale finds it, though. He steamrolled coach Derek Kellogg. And Clark on the other end travels. Turn right back over to LIU Brooklyn. So as hot as the shooting was to begin the second half, Pete, things have really slowed down considerably.
Streaky. Both teams streaky. Albany has 18 fouls, Dave. So if I'm LIU, I'm swinging the ball side to side and drive it. Trying to get fouls, get to the free throw line and score with the clock stopped. Unless you have a wide open three.
Sean Augusto. Rios up top. Each team now ice cold. Clark trying to change that. Travels. He will not do it. So for the Blackbirds, no field goals the last 4+ minutes. Albany 5 turnovers in the last 3+ minutes. The rails have come off here.
I would call timeout if I'm Derek Keller. I'd tell, hey, Ray Clark, calm down.
Steal. Frias. Comes to Errol Penn for a jam.
Don't throw the ball to the same side. Throw it opposite like you did that time. Too easy to trap, Dave, when you throw it to that same corner.
It's a contact. And blocking call, says official Matt Palin.
Before he ran the man over, Dave, he called the foul.
Brad Sowers picks it up. That is his 4th for the Blackbirds. Flowers set to return for LIU Brooklyn.
Transition now, driving. Yeah, Raekwon Clark, I think they called it before reaching out, before they ran him over, Dave, I think.
He got steamrolled there. That was a lot of contact.
Dave, how do you like the museum that you saw today? How good was that?
Fantastic. Ulster Museum on the Queens campus from the hotel, about a 20-minute walk. It was easy.
Tremendous, yeah. I was shopping at the Christmas market. You were getting some education. It was cerebral.
I saw 2 museums today. That's right.
Yeah.
City Hall Museum and then the Ulster Museum.
I was watching cartoons in the morning.
Healy inbounds play, too strong in a 3-try. And Flowers gets physical with this position on the defensive rebound. Nice play by Ty Flowers.
Big possession now for LIU. Got to get a good shot and get to the free throw line.
Augusto up top, pulls up, gets a screen, hits a 3. And finally, streak of futility ends for each side. Pressure. Campbell finds Healy. Numbers, Albany. Lauderdale will lay it in.
Great decision by Cam Healy. Could have shot it unselfishly.
Clark is fouled.
In transition, nice pass. Saw a 3, but has the answer by Albany.
Derek Kellogg tells us every day, Raekwon Clark. He's at the gym, 7 a.m., before film sessions, before class, before practice. He is always putting up shots. Hardest worker on the team. And that's part of his story, from walk-on playing 1 game against Dartmouth as a freshman to being the top scorer on the team, one of the best players in the NEC.
Amazing.
Over the backcourt.
Over the back. Yep. Terrific player. Hill House High School in New Haven, Connecticut. It's a famous public school. Dave, a lot of great basketball players have come out of that. They played in college and public school there in New Haven, and terrific school. And he came from there and kept working. Like you said, now he's a star in the Northeast Conference.
And fouls on Pancoach, his first. Other end, free throws coming up here for Adam Luca, redshirt freshman from Sydney, Australia. 10 rebounds against Canisius earlier this year for Albany. An Aussie connection for Coach Brown. 3 players starting lineup from Australia. Gets the roll. He always had a big game. 20 points. 2 shy of his career best. Brett Hank from Australia. Adam Luca as well. Did you recruit a lot of international players?
Not too many, Dave. We had a couple young men from Senegal, Central African Republic, Poland. We had a few, but not too many. But they're great kids, and we're all good students. I enjoyed coaching every one of them.
Luca puts the Great Danes up by 6 here. Free throw numbers have been outstanding in both halves.
Dante Campbell 6'6", going to Augusto.
Koreans can't connect. Campbell, offensive glass for Albany. And a foul on Frias. Little too aggressive in the backcourt.
Got to be smart. Derek Kellogg didn't like that. That's not a smart play. We're in the one-on-one situation, Dave. Here we go. Guy's a former coach. Couldn't win on the road. Now he's a mascot.
Young fans having a great time here in Belfast. We learned last year that a lot of sports fans here, and there is a professional hockey team. The Giants play here, the European Hockey League. But many people had not seen a college basketball game live until last year, and they're back here again. This year was American College Hockey. Notre Dame, BC Union won the event here a couple weeks back. Sold out crowds.
Those are great hockey programs. Union, of course. Notre Dame has a great program. BC, national champs many times the last 15 years.
Clark hits a couple.
You're a big hockey fan, right? Did professional hockey for a number of years, right? College hockey.
Love it.
It's tough. That speed of that game is unbelievable.
Clark, backdoor play. Flowers hits off the glass. Flowers 12 points. Half a dozen lead. Lauderdale runs the floor. Nice finish. Kendall Lauderdale.
Mont Clark is a one-man press breaker. Lightning quick.
21 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists for Clark. That's Amon Clark in this game. Raekwon Clark, the Blackbird star. Up top, here's Bats. 10 to shoot for Flowers. Lean in feed. Works down low. Errol Penn kick out Clark. He hits a 3. Raekwon Clark connects again. He got 25 in this game so far. Bats on Ahmad Clark commits the foul.
LIU likes to share the basketball. They throw it down up high, kick it back out. Penn kicks it out. Raekwon Clark from downtown. Yes! Blackbirds making a run.
Belfast, Northern Ireland welcomes college basketball back for a second straight year from 4 teams to 8 in the 2018 Hall of Fame. Belfast Classic. Vibrant city. There's City Hall there. 68-63 game. Albany a lead on LIU Brooklyn, and Cam Haley, Pete, has come to play.
Tremendous shooter. He's a catch-and-shoot guy. Very small player. Terrific feel for the game. He comes off the dribble. He can catch and shoot. Very smart. A great balance. Wonderful form. Quick release. A fabulous shooter, Dave.
20 points, 4 threes. Clark 21 to lead the way. And Luca 13. Boy, second half shooting was just on fire for each team here in Belfast. That was fun to watch.
Yep. They're going to be a force, Dave, as you know, in America East. They're not picked up top. UMBC's real good. Hartford's very good. Stony Brook, but don't count out Albany. They were 5th preseason selection. I think they're better than that.
Clark fouled before the break. Has another. .22 in the game tonight. 11 of 14 from the free throw line. His career best, we talked about against Canisius, is 30 points. He may get that here in Belfast. Back iron missed second free throw. Here's Augusto.
1-3-1 zone by Albany. They're doing that now to cut out the penetration by LIU and keep them off the free throw line, Dave. LIU's not a great three-point shooting team usually. They're streaky, but not usually.
Flowers, not this time. Penn, offensive rebound. Thought about stick back try instead of kick out to Batts. Clark, bounce pass down low, and a good steal. Reed from the other Clark on the court here. Near turnover. Lauderdale runs the floor, gathers, scores. That's a really nice move for the big guy in transition. He's got 8.
Ahmad Clark is a one-man press breaker. Wow. Lightning quick. You can't trap him, Dave. Too fast. Staying in the zone. Change your pace. Make LIU think. The more you make them think, Dave, the more players' feet get slower. Jerry Tarkanian said that one time, and he's right.
Batts, lefty free try. Connects. Julian Batts.
Two-possession game. Anybody's ball game going down the stretch.
Pressure. Augusto. Steal. What the Blackbirds do best. Flowers, a tall target. That's easy to skip it to a guy with a wingspan like that. Augusto, really tough shot with the left. Jay-Sean Augusto banks it in.
What a great shot that was. He's fading away, going to his left, his weak hand.
Remember, he was on national talk shows doing dribbling exhibitions.
And he's a little munchkin, little guy.
I don't know if he has an offhand. That guy's something. Clark drives. He can't repeat the feat. Too far to the basket. Run out. Batts collects. Blocks. Campbell. Foul call on Devontae Campbell.
Nice penetration. Augusto gets bumped a little bit. No call. Nice left hand. Juan Augusto. He got hit. His hips turned. They called it. Augusto's terrific. Lightning quick.
He is fast. Team's third leading scorer. Blackbirds with 3 double-figure scores. Entering play 2 games in 2 days in Belfast. Lefty free throw has another miss the first.
That's the big 3 for LIU, Davis. Their backcourt and Raekwon Clark. So those, when you get and score inside outside, you're a force. They're going to be right there. They get a chance to go back to the NCAA tournament. St. Francis PA's got a very good team. They're excellent, and LIU's very, very good. Wagner's always tough, so it's going to be interesting in the Northeast Conference.
Batts hits the second. That was the 4th, by the way, on Campbell. Fast break foul. Luka is back in. Lauderdale checks out. Matt Palin counted 6 great days. Hang on a second. Let's get that straight.
1-2-on-1 zone press. They want to keep trying to get turnovers. Albany's got to take better care of the ball now.
Campbell stays on the floor. Handles here with the 4 fouls. Bailout from Healy.
Your LIU keep the ball away from Cam Healy.
Under 10 to shoot. Clark for Healy. 4 to shoot. Hammer to Healy. Pulls up. Really tough shot. Rattles out. And Batts had a hand on the rebound, running right into Flowers. One of those same deals. Same. Yep. Too late.
He had to rebound the ball. Yep. It's a tough shot, but he almost made that, Dave. Running 100 miles an hour. Stopped on a dime. Went up from about 18 feet, halfway down.
Whistle, foul off the ball. It's against Albany. Looks like Miller. Sean Miller, the senior from Boston. Two-point game. Foul Batts. We'll go to the free throw line. Albany coach, 25 turnovers.
Unbelievable. 25. That's what LIU does. They do a great job creating turnovers, but once again, they got to score more off the turnovers by Albany.
Foul on Miller. And Batts has one more free throw.
Dave, I think it's anybody's game, but Albany might be getting tired by this hectic pace. Albany likes to play a game in the 60s. LIU likes a game in the 80s or 90s.
These kids are having fun, aren't they? They've been having a blast. They're dancing after every LIU Brooklyn basket.
Yep.
Now the press. Miller across the timeline. Pressure from Bats and Flowers. Tie game in Belfast. Campbell up top of three. Front iron missed. Luca, big rebound. Clark tries another triple. Front iron also. And the rebound for Van Sowers. Here come the Blackbirds.
The key to shooting, Dave, are your legs, your feet. The legs of Albany might be getting a little tired now in the pace of this game.
Clark position and finish with the left. Raekwon Clark. Up to 27 and a lead for LIU Brooklyn, and Will Brown has seen enough. Albany takes a timeout. How about the Blackbirds taking the lead here in Belfast?
The hungry cat hunts best. There's a hungry Blackbird. Three guys around him. Clark wants his big time. He's a senior.
College basketball on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by AT&T. More for your thing. That's our thing.
Our great crew, CBS Sports Network at Rory McIlroy's Club, a Hollywood Golf Club, and Dave and Pete do Belfast again. Pretty fun in the Titanic Quarter the other day. Raekwon Clark is having himself a game, Pete.
He's doing a great job. The transition, the outside, he really finish in traffic. He loves to attack the cup. Knock it down from outside, inside. He can do it all, Dave. Leading scorer in the Northeast Conference. 22 a game. Fabulous player. He's trying to lead the Blackbirds to another victory. So we'll see anybody's game down the stretch.
17 points a game last year for Raekwon Clark. Career best 22.3 entering play here tonight. And he has been outstanding. 10 to 20 shooting. 27 points. And the Blackbirds have a lead.
If I'm Albany, Dave, I'm going to try to get the ball to Ahmad Clark in the half court and have him drive the ball. Or Cam Hilly for an open jump shot.
Clark lost his footing. Flowers, Augusto, timeout call by Albany. And we'll take a quick break. 2-point lead. Blackbirds, Great Danes, a great game from Belfast. LIU Brooklyn by 2, Pete. Over Albany, revisiting your keys. What do you think?
Albany control the tempo. They really haven't done that. I mean, 8 fast break points by LIU, but the game's in the 70s. Too fast. Ball security, no. Too many turnovers. 25 turnovers by Albany. Now, LIU, they created turnovers. 25 points off these turnovers by Albany, and points in the paint. Doing a great job. LIU in the paint. 24 points in the paint.
Trying to get to the Sampson Bracket Championship. Marist already a win from the MAC. Beat Dartmouth 76-58 in the first game. So many school groups are here. Kids are having a great time watching hoops. Second straight year in Belfast. A lot of them never seen a college basketball game live until here today. Pretty cool. 10 to shoot. Clark up top, needs some help. Gets it from Rayshawn Miller. Hesitates through traffic block by Flowers from behind. Ty Flowers. Big defensive play. Clark the one out.
Well, be smart now. Giant possession in the game. Take a good shot. Let it come to you. Don't make up your mind. Get to shoot beforehand. Albany sit down and play D without fouling.
Augusto lost his footing. Taken away by Clark. Clark drives in. Chance for a three-point play. Ahmad Clark fouled. And heads to the free throw line, shooting one.
Yep. Dave, one referee put his hands up like no foul. The other one said foul. So that's a tough call. A lot of times when the guys put their hands up, Dave, they don't blow the whistle. The referees. It can be a bailout play.
Campbell's foul out, coach.
Okay, so you got a minute now. Put somebody in. Your LIU.
Let's see this now. Is there a foul on Campbell? Count the basket? No.
No,
Not the call at all. All right.
Sousa went straight up, Dave.
Yeah.
I don't think it was a foul.
Yeah, it's the Sousa.
They called it, but he went straight up, vertical.
Van Sowers, sorry. Van Sowers.
Dave, he just went straight up. Or verticality.
All right, Van Sowers does foul out. The official stats had Campbell fouling out, but he was not involved in the foul there, obviously. So, call on Julius Van Sowers, and he is DQ'd for the rest of this one with 2:59 to go in regulation. Clark does not complete the three-point play, and a foul call over the back, this time on Luka.
It's a bad foul, Dave. 94 feet from the basket. 2 free throws now for LIU.
That's his fault.
Can't do that.
Mark Clark, 11 of 16, Pete, from the free throw line in this game. 24 points to lead the way. Raekwon Clark, 27 points to lead all scores. Here's Errol Penn. Big shot.
Coming down the stretch, Dave, it could be a game of free throws. Right now, Albany 75% from the line. You mentioned LIU to 71% as a team.
Hits a pair. Pressure, Penn on Clark. Finds Rayshawn Miller. Great Dane settle in the half court. Healy's been quiet of late. Foul call, free throw line against the Blackbirds. 2 free throws coming up. Cam Healy shoots a pair, makes the first. 84.6% from the free throw line entering play here in Belfast. 21 points and a perfect 7 for 7 from the free throw line so far. Buries 2, no problem there. All tied up, 75 apiece, Pete.
Can't ask any more, Dave. He's going to take the best shot. Sit down and play D. If you're Albany, take a good shot. If you're LIU.
Clark aggressive, Augusto saves it. Good teammate bats, that's a great play by Jayshon Augusto.
Clark can't be too anxious now. Raekwon Clark, have poise.
To the basket, really tough shot again. Augusto almost tipped in. Errol Penn tries. Batted around, comes to Healy. And a tie game with just over 2 left in regulation. Clark for Healy. 3, too strong. Raekwon Clark. Rebound run out for the Blackbirds. Wisely slows it up to Augusto. Here's the half-court set.
I go inside of Ty Flowers. Got Cam Healy on him. 6'9" against 6'3".
That's a mismatch. Good shot, coach, no question.
Go to ball to Flowers. That's what I would do.
Bats up top. He'll drive in. Hits! Julian Bats. Huge conversion. And a chance for a 3-point play.
Penetration. Again, it's a bang-bang call. Dave, either way. Goes by his man. It goes by Clark. And then moving at the last second. Toughest call in the game for the officials. A block charge. I think it was a good call.
Big free throw here for the lefty. Converts. Junior from Jeanette, Pennsylvania, outside Pittsburgh. And the Blackbirds up 3 here with 90 ticks and counting in the second. Clark, Augusto on him.
Want their guard to shoot it, Dave. Cam Healy or Clark.
Healy step back over Penn. Way short, might have been tipped by Errol Penn. That'd be his 3rd block. You got a piece of that, Pete.
I think it did, Dave.
Big play.
LIU's got to have poise. We'll go to my best player, Raekwon Clark, get him the ball inside. It's a movement first. Go inside to the big guy.
1 minute left regulation. Clark, baseline. Tipped out of bounds. And there it goes back to Albany. 53.8 seconds remaining. Stand between Derek Kellogg and the end of a 3-game losing streak.
Big game. Get ready for conference play right around the corner, Dave. And LIU keep the ball away from Ahmad Clark. What Augusto's trying to do.
Rayshawn Miller through the paint. Needs some help. 10 to shoot for Albany. Miller cruising through traffic. Really tough shot. Luka's got the loose change, lays it in.
Luka's always at the right place at the right time. They don't have to shoot, Dave. They don't have to shoot. Keep the ball in the air if you're LIU. Get the ball to your best free throw shooter.
Yep. Jason Augusto, and Clark commits the foul. 17.2 seconds left. Shot clock is turned off. And here comes Augusto to the free throw line. 70% shooter. Entering play here today. He's got 2.
Now, Dave, if he makes both of them, LIU's up 3. And I would foul once you get over half court with about 9 or 10 seconds to go. He missed it.
Missed the first. The 1-point game that was Clark's 4th. So he's got to be careful here in the final moments of regulation. You know he's going to handle the ball here in a second.
You're not foul now because you're only up 1, could be 2.
Big second free throw. Hits it. Final moments. Miller. 2-point game. Timeout. Game deciding possession is on the way.
So, the General can insure almost any car and any driver?
We sure can.
You know, I wasn't sure about the General when I was younger.
Well, we provided low-cost auto insurance for more than 50 years.
Hey, I'm not that old.
At the General, monthly payments are low with immediate online proof of insurance.
Get your anonymous online quote with low payments and ride with the General.
For a great low rate you can get online, go to the General and save some time.
Inside the Albany huddle, Will Brown. What's he thinking about, Pete?
Well, we want to get the ball to one of our guards right now. Down 2 points, got plenty of time. All right, I would go to Ahmad Clark, who's at 24 points a game, unless Healy's open. So my first look was Clark, look to drive. If not, have Healy come off a stack and double screen. All right, Ahmad Clark's got 24 points, Healy's got 22. I want those 2 guys to shoot it, Dave. If not, Luke will go to the offensive glass. You might be able to get a second shot. If you're LIU, I would switch on every screen, Dave. Switch on every screen, then you have to box out. Because a lot of times you get beat by that second shot, the missed shot.
Here we go. 11.5 seconds left in regulation. Derek Kellogg and the Blackbirds trying to hang on.
Big thing, LIU, don't foul a shooter. Never foul a jump shooter. You got to play the game with your feet. You got to rebound the ball.
Campbell to inbound. Miller, 10 seconds. Healy, up top, 8 seconds. Cam Healy needs some help. Broken up, stolen. Jason Augusto. And a foul call. Augusto and Bats. There's a lot of contact there on the foul. A couple players are shaken up.
Dave, that was the 26th turnover by Albany. That's the reason, if they do lose, game's not over. It'll be because of the turnovers. And
Lucas fouled out here, Pete. 2.7 seconds left regulation. Let's see.
Yeah. Healy has it, comes off a ball screen. He lobs it up too soft. He doesn't know who he's going to throw it to. Clark was looking at it, and so was Campbell. They didn't know who wanted it. 2.7. That's still an eternity, though. The big thing is LIU. Everybody get your man. Don't want to foul. Don't gamble for a steal. And 2 free throws.
Augusto 3 for 4 so far from the free throw line. As we told you about, entering the tournament, 70% free throw shooter, 21 of 30 on the year prior to this game here in Belfast. Here we go. First, doesn't get the roll. And Derek Kellogg wants a timeout. to discuss what happens after the next free throw.
Now, Dave, if he makes it, you're up 3. But with 2.7 seconds to go, I would not foul. Usually, if it was 10, 15 seconds, I would foul. Okay, I put a guy on the basketball. All right, if he does make it, make sure I switch on every screen, watch a back pick. All right, and you also got to watch the inbounder for Albany run the baseline and somebody slip down and have him run over. So that's very important.
Do you like that timeout, Pete, by Derek Kellogg?
I do. Yeah, I do. Don't go for the ball. Don't go for a steal. Be smart. We're up 2. Understand? We're up 2. The game's over now if we don't make any foolish play. All right? And if he makes it, we're up 3. Then we want to put a big guy on the ball.
Let's flash back to the 2017 Belfast Championship. Towson, Manhattan last year. Inaugural event. We called it on CBS Sports Network. Pete down 1,000. Mike Morcell took the inbound pass from Brian Starr. Sank the baseline jumper. 1.5 seconds remaining. And Towson from the Colonial, claiming the 56-55 win, capturing the first ever Basketball Hall of Fame Belfast Classic. We're used to seeing some buzzer beaters here.
Exactly. This is only the first night, Dave. We got a lot more games going on. We got 2 more on CBS Sports Network tomorrow, 2 more on Saturday on CBS. So it's a great tournament. They're all having a lot of fun. It's a building situation for all these teams early in the season. So it's very exciting. Now, it's a good learning experience. I think it was a great timeout by Derek Kellogg. Don't go over the back. You're up 2. You don't want to foul and let them come down and make 2 free throws to tie the game.
Augusto 3 for 5 from the line and 16 points so far in this game. The junior from Seattle.
Dave, once again, if he makes it, you're up 3, but not with 2.7 seconds. I would not foul with so little time. 4 seconds or more, I would.
Hits the free throw.
Now you got to put a guy on the ball, Dave. I put my biggest guy on for another time. Smart to have a couple left. I would have had all mine gone by halftime, Dave. I used all mine. I got nervous. I used mine quick, but good timeout. Now you're up 3. Put the biggest guy on the team on the ball so they can't make an easy pass. Jumping like crazy. Switch on every screen. You got to watch a back pick. All right, they're going to try to throw a touchdown pass. Okay, or they might try to throw it to half court and kick it to Healy. So whoever's guarding Healy, Dave, has got to shut him out. Don't let him, because he's the best 3-point shooter. Will Brown is like a mad scientist. He's got more plays than Shakespeare, so you got to make sure, right, that he doesn't get a good look for his guys.
Albany 6 of 21 in the game, Pete. 28.6% from 3. And Healy, as you talked about, is their weapon. Yep. He's got 4 threes to lead the way for the Great Danes. 2.7 seconds left regulation. Let's see how this plays out.
And don't foul. You don't want to foul a 3-point shooter. Okay, you get it at half court. Put a big guy in the ball. I don't like it, Dave. Put a guy in the ball so he can distract his pass. This guy in the middle is not going to do anything. Ty Flowers doesn't know where he's at. He's not in Kansas anymore. Put a guy in the ball.
D'Souza to inbound. Finds Campbell. Final seconds. Can't hit to try to tie it. And that's it for LIU Brooklyn. Surviving by 3. 80-77. And the Blackbirds have ended a 3-game losing streak with a thriller in Belfast here today.
Down to the last shot. Threw it to the middle. Looking for Healy. Want to foul. It's close to a foul by Penn, Dave. You got to be careful. Don't reach. Here we go. Monte Campbell. Great win for LIU. Coming back in the second half. Great win. The pace. The game was in the pace of LIU. And I think Albany, Dave, got a little bit tired playing this hectic up and down pace that LIU loves.
27 points for Raekwon Clark on 10 of 20 shooting to lead the way. Flowers had 10, 14 for bats, and Augusto had 17, so it's set. Marist LIU Brooklyn will play in the Sampson Bracket Championship game tomorrow at 2:30 Eastern Time here on CBS Sports Network. Dartmouth, Albany fall. 2 great games on the way. Now for Pete Gill and the entire CBS Sports Network crew, it's Dave Ryan saying so long from beautiful, scenic, historic Belfast, Northern Ireland. It's been a presentation of CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. Back at it tomorrow, noon Eastern. Bracket consolation game. Look forward to seeing you then. After the break, we'll send you back across the pond for Tiki and Tierney.